Imagine walking through a world where creatures from prehistoric eras still roam beside us animals so old they survived asteroid impacts, volcanic winters, and mass extinctions that wiped out nearly all life on Earth. These aren't just fossils come alive. They're living glitches in evolution, survivors that shouldn't logically exist today. And the strangest part, some of them haven't changed for hundreds of millions of years. Stay until the end, because the ones you'll meet, especially number 1, prove that the ancient world never truly died. It's still here, breathing, crawling, and swimming right under our noses. Welcome back to Top Wonder, the place where we uncover the most unbelievable, shocking, and mind-twisting secrets of our planet. Today, we're counting down the 10 ancient animals that shouldn't exist today. These creatures are older than dinosaurs, older than trees, older than most forms of life you're familiar with. They're evolutionary anomaly survivors of catastrophes that should have erased them forever. So buckle up, because we're about to travel millions of years into the past without leaving the present. Number 10. Horseshoe crab. For 150 million year survivor. The horseshoe crab is a living snapshot from a world that existed long before dinosaurs or even forests. First appearing around 450 million years ago, this creature is older than most continents in the form we know today. And the strangest thing, it hasn't changed much since then. Its body still features a hard armored shell, a tail spine, blue copper-based blood, simple eyes, and a primitive immune system, traits so ancient they look like they belong in a museum, not on a beach. Scientists are baffled not just by its survival, but by the efficiency of its biology. Its blue blood detects bacterial toxins better than any human-made method, saving millions of lives every year in medical testing. How did a creature so simple evolve a defense system more advanced than ours? And how did it survive 5 mass extinctions that obliterated most forms of life? No one has a satisfying answer, because by all logic, the horseshoe crab shouldn't be here. Number 9. Coelacanth, the fish that returned from extinction. Imagine announcing to the world that dinosaurs still exist. That's what happened in 1938 when a fisherman caught a living coelacanth, a species scientists believed had gone extinct for 66 million years. This enormous deep-sea creature has barely changed since the age of giant sea reptiles. It moves with 4 limb-like fins, has a hinged skull joint found in no other living fish, gives birth to live offspring, and can live nearly a century. Its DNA mutates slower than most animals on the planet, meaning you're essentially looking at a ghost from the Cretaceous. This creature should have vanished with the mass extinction that destroyed marine reptiles, ammonites, and thousands of other species. But it didn't. Instead, it stayed hidden and touched by time like a forgotten chapter in evolution that someone accidentally left in the book. Number 8. Nautilus, the 500 million year ancient blueprint. If evolution had a master design, the Nautilus would be one of the earliest drafts. This mesmerizing creature appeared more than 500 million years ago, predating dinosaurs, trees, insects, and nearly all modern animals. It hasn't changed because it didn't need to. Its perfectly spiraled shell, its dozens of sticky tentacles, its jet propulsion movement, and its unmatched buoyancy control make it one of the most mathematically and biologically efficient animals ever created. Yet it still has a shockingly simple brain. How can a creature with such primitive neural structure navigate complex ocean landscapes, manage precise depth control, and maintain perfect spiral geometry in its shell shape, so advanced humans use it in architecture and engineering? Scientists don't know. The Nautilus shouldn't exist, but it does. And it might be smarter than it looks. Number 7. Komodo dragon, the last giant land reptile. When you picture a prehistoric predator stalking ancient Earth, the Komodo dragon fits the image perfectly: powerful, massive, and terrifying. This reptile traces back roughly 40 million years, an era long after dinosaurs, but still filled with colossal predators. Its venom prevents blood from clotting, Its serrated teeth rip through flesh, and its sense of smell allows it to detect dying prey from miles away. What confuses scientists is why such a huge predator survived on small islands with limited prey. Evolution says giant carnivores die out without abundant food. Yet the Komodo dragon didn't just survive, it dominated. Its existence breaks the rules of island biology, and its lineage feels like a prehistoric glitch that somehow slipped through the cracks of extinction. Number 6. Goblin shark, the deep-sea monster frozen in time. The goblin shark is living proof that nightmares are real. With a fossil record dating back 125 million years, it's one of the oldest shark lineages still alive, and it looks like it hasn't updated its software since the Cretaceous. Its long, blade-like snout, translucent pink skin, and retractable jaws give it an alien appearance, one that seems engineered by a mad scientist, not nature. What truly defies explanation is its jaw mechanism. The goblin shark launches its jaws forward at lightning speed, extending them from its skull like a spring-loaded trap. No other animal has anything like it. Why did evolution give a deep-sea creature a weapon this bizarre? And why did the design remain unchanged for millions of years? That's the mystery. The goblin shark shouldn't still be lurking in the depths, but it is. You think these ancient survivors are strange? You think evolution made mistakes already? Well, the next 5 animals break the rules of biology so hard that scientists still cannot explain how they exist today. One of them reprograms its own DNA, one survived the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs, and the creature at number 1 might be the oldest living predator on the entire planet. If the animals so far shocked you, brace yourself. The real prehistoric monsters are next. Number 5. Lamprey, the ancient vampire that rewrites its own DNA. The lamprey is one of the oldest vertebrates on the planet, existing for over 360 million years, and somehow still thriving in modern waters. At first glance, it looks simple, an eel-like body, no jaws, no bones, no scales, yet its biology is so strange it feels like an evolutionary prank. Its mouth forms a circular suction cup lined with concentric rings of teeth that latch onto fish, whales, and sometimes humans, sucking blood in a way that predates the evolution of jaws. But what truly baffles scientists is its genetic system. Lampreys can literally reprogram their DNA, deleting and rewriting parts of their genome during development, something no other vertebrate on Earth is known to do. How does an animal older than dinosaurs use genetic mechanisms more complex than modern species? No one has an answer. This creature shouldn't exist anymore. And it definitely shouldn't be this advanced. Number 4. Alligator, the ancient tank that refuses to evolve. Alligators look prehistoric because they are prehistoric. Their ancestors appeared more than 80 million years ago, and modern alligators remain almost identical to the ones that prowled ancient swamps alongside giant reptiles. They possess thick armored skin, bone-crushing bite force, night vision-adapted eyes, hypersensitive pressure receptors, and a metabolism that lets them survive months without food. But their most confusing trait is their immune system. Scientists discovered that alligator blood kills bacteria, fights off severe infections, and heals wounds without scarring, abilities far superior to humans. They can survive injury, sickness, and environmental change far better than mammals. So why haven't they evolved further in 80 million years? Evolution usually forces animals to adapt or disappear, but alligators reached near perfection so early that nature simply stopped updating them. They are frozen in time, relics of an ancient world, still dominating their environments today. Number 3. Jellyfish, the 500 million year puzzle with no brain. How do you survive longer than dinosaurs, sharks, and trees without a brain? Jellyfish did it. These creatures have existed for over 500 million years, making them older than almost every animal living today. And yet, they defy everything we know about biology. They have no heart, no blood, no brain, no central nervous system, yet they can navigate oceans, coordinate stinging tentacles, hunt prey, and sense environmental changes. Some species regenerate endlessly, others clone themselves, and one the immortal jellyfish can literally reset its age and start life over again. How can something so simple be so successful? How do they sense danger? How do they coordinate movement? How did venom evolve without a nervous system to control it? Scientists have theories, but none that fully explain why jellyfish survived all 5 mass extinctions while highly advanced species died off. They're living paradoxes and they shouldn't exist. Number 2. Crocodile, the indestructible apex from the age of dinosaurs. Crocodiles are often called living dinosaurs, but that's an understatement. Their lineage stretches back over 200 million years, and their modern form has remained mostly unchanged for nearly 100 million. They survived asteroid strikes, volcanic eruptions, superstorms, ice ages, and mass extinctions that eliminated most ancient reptiles. Their biological engineering is terrifyingly efficient. Their immune systems resist nearly all infections. Their metabolism lets them go months without eating. Their bite force crushes bone. Their senses detect even tiny vibrations in water, and their bodies can survive extreme temperatures. Crocodiles evolve slower than almost any animal on Earth, yet remain perfectly adapted. How can a creature take no updates for millions of years and still outperform modern predators? They're not just ancient, they're unstoppable. And science still doesn't fully understand why they're so perfect. Number 1. Sharks, the ancient masters that outlived everything. Before there were dinosaurs, before there were trees, before insects even figured out how to fly, sharks were already ruling Earth's oceans. These predators appeared 450 million years ago, making them older than almost every form of animal life you know. Some species today, like the frilled shark, the goblin shark, and the Greenland shark, look almost identical to their prehistoric ancestors. Sharks have electroreception, allowing them to detect heartbeats in complete darkness, endless rows of regenerative teeth, immune systems resistant to disease, highly specialized smell detection, and a streamlined body design so perfect that evolution hasn't bothered to change it for hundreds of millions of years. They survived every extinction event known to science, including the Great Dying that erased 96% of all life. Sharks simply refuse to go extinct. They are the ultimate ancient survivors, the last true rulers of the ocean, and the greatest example that prehistoric monsters still swim among us. And there you have it, 10 ancient animals that shouldn't exist today. Creatures older than civilizations, older than continents, and in some cases, older than life as we understand it. From the DNA rewriting lamprey to the immortal jellyfish, from alligator tanks to prehistoric sharks, these animals survived every catastrophe in Earth's history. Which one shocked you the most? Tell us in the comments below. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Top Wonder, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another journey into the wildest mysteries of our planet.